Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have y'all back. I know that it has been about a month, and every time I leave and come back, my life is drastically different, but that's just how it goes, I guess, for me, y'all. But yes, it's been a lot going on. I first of all have been working 3 jobs to stay out of the pitfalls of capitalism, and I'll get into all that. So just bear with me. So y'all know last time we spoke, you're probably like, "Girl, I thought she was in the soft girl era, about to start your remote job, and you're about to have to deal with half of that stress, so everything's dealing with." Girl, me too. My job ended up getting delayed by a month and a half. Now, y'all, let's be real. In this country, you know that you are literally a missed paycheck or two away from homelessness or poverty, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, your girl had to get going, had to get some things off the ground in order to sustain herself, unfortunately. So, in order to be able to meet my basic needs of food, shelter, and water, I had to, and that's a shame, but yes, I did have to pretty much burn myself totally out in order to sustain those things. Not sure why I'm still having to do that in 2022. But yeah, with all this inflation and gas prices, like, you really cannot sit around. Like, you will get swept up. Like, even more so than lately, like, you will get swept up. So I took the 2 weeks to just kind of rest, rejuvenate, and then I was like getting a little bit antsy because I was like, okay, I'm not making any money. And again, that conditioning with capitalism of just like not feeling productive if you're not making money, like I really was struggling with that, y'all. Like my best friend had to give me the advice of, just do the things that you wish you had time to do when you were constantly working and driving those 2 hours to and from work every day, or, just relax, like rest. She was really telling me just rest. And I was like, okay. And I did for a while. And then it was like maybe the Friday at the end of like 2 week period of me not working, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna at least get out the house. So I was like, okay, let me get out of my space a little bit, because I was just at home for the most part, sleeping, just doing all the things, painting all day, doing all the things I couldn't do. And I decided that I wanted to go to the video premiere of Lady D, who is like, oh my gosh, she is just a phenomenal, like super talented Appalachian soul singer, native to West Virginia. And I had interacted with her kind of on social media and stuff, but I didn't really get a chance to like ever engage with her like in person. So when I found out she was having this event in my city just up the street, I was like, I gotta go. So the video premiere was for her new docuseries titled Those Who Came Before Us, which is centered around Black history, the Black identity of those who are native to West Virginia. So of course I was there. And my friend Khalil came with me, of course, and we didn't really know what we were getting into. We just dressed up. We always coordinate. We both had on the yellow. That was our color for that night. And we just kind of walked in with high hopes. And I was thinking beforehand, I was like, I don't know if I want to go just to have fun, or do I want to go on the behalf of my publication, Lady Euphoric? And I decided to do a mix of both. So yeah, guys, I got to the event and it was amazing. I'm just going to kind of give y'all a gist of not only that, and also some of the things I've been into, and then we'll talk on the other side of it, because this event, me deciding to go to this event, was very key in how the rest of the month went. So I'll talk to you guys on the other side of it.
I've heard a lot of different terms for black folks in Appalachia, like Afro-Latin and different things, but I just really want to say this is the one thing that stands true. There are black people in Appalachia, and we're just as much Appalachian as anybody else. We grew up in the hills and hollers. We grew up doing played in the creeks and farming and just being helpful and creating community, just like anybody else. Just know you made your choice. Oh, you could speak up and use your voice. And say Black Lives Matter. Say Black Lives Matter.
That you'll see. It's less than an hour, so it's not something long that you have to sit through. I just hope you all enjoy it.
So as y'all can see, the event was lit. So after the fact, we went next door to one of our favorite smoke shops. Khalil had never been, so I had to show him what was going on. I was like, yes, they got an upstairs and downstairs friend. After that, of course, we went to Mexican because of course we did, y'all. That's my go-to. Y'all see me and Khalil had on our little yellow coordination, and there was a nice little sun symbol at our table, which I thought was perfect. And that was the energy of the day, really, just warm, happy, upbeat, lots of smiles, really sunny. The next day came, and you can see me and Khalil are vibing out, probably to my 70s playlist, while I'm working on this painting, y'all. It is coming along. I keep picking it up, putting it down, coming to it, leaving. I'll speak more on the meaning of it once I finish it. But yes, y'all, just me into the night working on this painting. I told y'all I was going to try to put more of me actually doing art instead of just talking about it on my vlog. So yes, this is me just painting, probably well into the night at this point. And honestly, y'all, I have not picked this painting up since I filmed this, and this is like been weeks ago, but I definitely had fun that night and I was feeling it that night, so I will return to it and finish it up soon, hopefully. This one is taking me quite some time, but I do see my style developing. So next day came and I'm watching my niece Miani. That was one of the good things about my job getting delayed, was that I could spend so much time with my family, eating breakfast, of course the turkey, bacon, and eggs, and I made my baby girl some too, all chopped up, and we was eating down oatmeal. My oatmeal, y'all, come on now, the milk, the butter, the sugar, baby, I got the perfect ratio. Miani loved it, and we just went on to play for the rest of the day and have fun. She is so sweet, and I love when she comes over to hang out with me. Then my sister talked me into cooking like she always does. This is one of my infamous meals, y'all. I'll be making the asparagus and then this teriyaki chicken over white rice. My family be begging me to make it all the time, y'all. So the next day came and I'm working on some stories for Black by God. And yeah, you see it. I mean, the work speaks for itself. The next day came and me and Khalil were, I believe, hanging out at my dad's on this day, and I was just admiring all his beautiful yard work. He loves to go in on his yard. As you can see, Khalil was just hanging out with us. He's always with us. Khalil is like family for real, and we were just mesmerized by his rhododendron tree. It really took off this year, y'all, and we were just over there admiring them, and they were just so fluffy. Like, I had been there a week before and they hadn't bloomed like that. But look here, y'all, this is a hummingbird. I was just chilling over there and literally a hummingbird just came out of nowhere, and the symbolism is that life is about to get really sweet. So I was like, I finally, it's been years since I actually seen a hummingbird in West Virginia, but I was just like, what are the odds that I actually saw one and got the footage of it? Oh my gosh. So the next day came and me and Khalil decided to take a road trip to Huntington, West Virginia to see our friend October. Y'all see the sun donut literally on the panel of the car. We was ready. Every time we go on a road trip, y'all, it is just nothing but good vibes. We decided to go to this restaurant called Le Bistro, which, girl, I don't remember her being down there when I went to school, but it was pretty nice. As you can see, we was a little bit lost because we couldn't find it. Like I said, it wasn't there when I was at school. So bottomless mimosas, period. Look at the decor, y'all. Look at my friend. October is so beautiful. Like, she needs an entire campaign, like a spread in somebody's magazine. She is so beautiful, and I love her body shape. Tall girls winning for real. Like, my friend is beautiful. I'm sorry. But y'all, look at the decor, look at the food, period. Your girl was eating down, like eating down to the ground. I mean, look at it, y'all.
Nigga, what you doing like a federal agent? Nigga, what you doing? Nigga, why I got a phone? Because she's on a phone.
Y'all ain't allowed to do
So this is the night I was partying with the fam in Hinton, y'all. And my cousins think they grown out here drinking. It's crazy to see them partying like this when I used to beat them up as kids. But we just be at my aunt's house, living it up in the mountains. And my nanny is so funny, y'all. She's literally in here scrolling, watching videos on Facebook while the party is just raging on outside. Like, I am screaming. She is so funny for that. But yes, the next day came and it's time to get ready for Miani's birthday pics. We took these about a week before her actual birthday. You can see her trying to copy me. She be picking up my paintbrushes and stuff all the time in my apartment trying to paint. So it'll be interesting to see if she's interested in that when she gets older. But yes, we're making these ice cubes, y'all, because y'all gonna see the theme. Just bear with me. But we putting on a white coat and then like kind of going over it with a blue coat, like this Arctic blue. We got all the nice fruits looking ripe and bright and vibrant, and we were about ready to go. So just wait till y'all see it coming together a little bit. Is it coming together a little bit? We got ice cubes, we got fresh strawberries and lemons, a bucket. I'm trying to give y'all hints here. Here we go. Strawberry lemonade, period, with my baby girl Miani as the centerpiece. Look how cute she is. OMG. She had a ball. We had a ball. Me and my sister's idea came together and we didn't kill each other. So it was a win-win for everybody. The next day, y'all, we went down to Sandstone Falls to try to get a swim in, but look how high that water is, y'all. I know y'all see how high that water is. Child, I'm just gonna let it speak for herself, because we got there, we was not under the assumption. Child, I knew it had been raining, but I didn't know it had been raining like this. But it was just no way we could swim. Y'all see how that water is just overpowering. Like, there was no way. Like, we came for the views pretty much, cooled off a little bit, because one thing about us, we're just water bugs, so we're gonna enjoy it either way. Beautiful plant at my aunt's house from her porch. Y'all can see her beautiful scenery. And then it was Miani's birthday. We had all these balloons, did all this decorating to celebrate her first birthday. She didn't even know what was in store for her, y'all. She just looking around, taking it all in. So look, all my family came and I was just like, I'm filled with love. Like, y'all actually came. My dad was on the grill doing his part and happy to do so. Cousins is all about. We got Miani. She had to take her little nap because, like I said, she got wore out. She didn't know what she got herself into fooling with us, because we partied down. Family all came. Like I said, Khalil made it. We got babies galore in the family right now. I'm pointing at my cousin G because, child, he gotta be, I want to say 11 years of age, and look how he's coming up on Khalil. Khalil's a grown-ass man, and you know he's towering over top of me, child. So just look at my cousin. You just gotta let them think it's a picture sometimes. Just let them have that moment. So they went in on my mac and cheese. They came to the party hungry. They talking about they want me to make it at all the other events. Miani got her own personal cake and cupcakes. Look at her feet. She's trying to get the cake with her feet. Happy birthday, Miani. We love you so much, and you mean the world to us. So Pride Day in Beckley, yeah, so much fun. I needed to be out there, y'all. That energy is amazing. All the bright colors, all the bright energy, just, I love it. I had such an amazing time, you all, just like I do every year. I think this is the second year I'm sure I done been to all of them, child, but I done had a good time all of them. So yes, I enjoyed the concert and then, life thereafter. But the thing about the concert, y'all, was that I did decide to do a piece for my website. So I told y'all, I was like, am I going to go for Lady Fork? Am I just going to go for me? And I mean, either way, it's for me. So I wrote a piece, and I did include a quote from Miss Crystal Good, who is the founder of Black by God, a Black newspaper in West Virginia. And I mean, I was just super inspired. I was super inspired by her words around, just needing to pretty much look at myself, a Black creative in West Virginia, as more of an enigma, and like understand the allure that comes with that. Like, people do wonder, oh, what do Black people do there? Not only that, but it's just like, what is life for them like there? And then on top of that, what is a Black creative doing there? Because there's always this narrative, and I talked about this in the past on my channel, of just like, this narrative, like, people even that I know and I'm close with would try to shame me for like being from West Virginia and like being interested in the things that I'm interested in. It's just like, this is my home. Like, this is what I'm accustomed to. This is, I love where I'm from. Like, yeah, I don't always love the experiences I've had, but I'm sure you could say the same for where you are at. But another story for another day. But I was super inspired by that, and it really made me want to, I'm already considering myself a really authentic person, but me being from West Virginia was definitely something I had to work through, because like I said, people would always like shame me or like try to place weird stereotypes on me from being from here, and I was just like, no, like, I'm literally just chilling. I'm literally just chilling in the mountains, painting, creating, writing, thriving ultimately. And none of the narrative that you created fits that. So I really was inspired by that. And it's honestly been something, like I said, I've been working through. So I did include her quotes in my article, and she saw it and she wanted to republish it, which was already like, what? You want to republish it on Black by God? Oh my, like, that's already like the most for me. So I was already like so honored. And then this led to us having a conversation about me doing some more work for the paper, which led to me ultimately writing 6 pieces for the June issue. And that was so much fun, such an experience. And Crystal just gave me so much like freedom, so much of her own inspiration in the midst of me like kind of crafting my own ideas. And it just was a really beautiful creative process to me, because I felt like when I wrote for a white publication, I wasn't as supported. I didn't really have the resources always brought directly to me, or it was always like, oh, that sounds like a good idea, go find the people. But when it would come to me, like maybe reporting on somebody that was of prominence that was white in the community, there was 4 or 5 reporters at my desk like, well, you can call this person and talk to them. But when it would be something Black I wanted to do, it was just like, okay, well, you're Black, so you should be able to figure it out. And I just feel like I was very much so supported and connected with so many other like just brilliant Black people doing the work and just existing here that maybe might not get the chance to have their story told. And I just was just so honored to be a part of it, y'all. But we worked on so many stories together. I mean, just to give you a gist, I did a story on, it's like a Juneteenth preview for my city celebration. I did a story on the rate hike for the water and sewage system that's affecting marginalized communities in my area. Also did a story with Miss Nakia Smith. Did 2 stories with her. She's running a holistic behavioral health center out of Charleston, West Virginia, that is centered around helping minority women overcome trauma. So we talked about not just her mission, but also we did a story on the doubling Black girl youth suicide rates, which is so heartbreaking. Unfortunately, it's not shocking, especially as a Black woman, and just knowing the magnitude of the misogynoir that I face on and offline every day. Like, that's not shocking to me, but it is heartbreaking, and we do need to talk about it. We need to start really honing in on Black women, because Black women are having to do so much service to people inside and outside of our community that it's time for us to hone in and see what's going on in the mind of a Black girl right now. How can we pour into them, and how can we pour into us, and how can we create these spaces that allow us to do that? So very happy to be able to write stories like that, especially in this. And I also did some June horoscopes. Like I said, Crystal gave me so much freedom, so much love, so much support, and I will I will always love her. I've never even met Crystal in person, but I can honestly say, like, I will always love her for just not only the ways that she's brought me in and she supported me, but just the work she's doing and clearly the person that she is. Like, I love her. Crystal, if you see this, I love you, and I can't wait to meet you in person at some point. But I'm glad we found each other. I'm glad we crossed paths. So yes, y'all, that was so much, like, that was just everything to me, y'all. But it did also come with the added benefit of I did make some money from that, which helped me kind of supplement the bills that I was, trying to rush to get up off the ground and pay for. And then I started Instacarting, which, y'all, that was rough for me in the beginning because your girl is just not physically strong like that. Like, very much so mentally strong, but not physically. So I used to, like, struggle in the beginning of, like, carrying, like, the cases of waters and trying to find the stuff in the stores. But as you get more into it, you get used to it and you start getting your own system and you're able to zip in and zip out. Like, for some orders now, like, I would have a goal of, like, an hour, and I can get in there within 20-30 minutes, baby. So, period. Made some pretty good money and was able to sustain myself, and still kind of leaning on that into this week. After this week, y'all, I can start getting into my soft girl era because I will get my first real paycheck from my remote job, because my remote job did finally kick around in the midst of all that, of course. So I was doing the Instacarting, the writing for Black by God, and then also the remote job. And then y'all gotta remember, I do have an online shop, so I'm constantly, like, working on that too. So it's just been a lot. But like I said, luckily things are about to slow down. I cannot wait, y'all. Quite frankly, I'm tired. Sending you much love and many blessings always. Until next time, bye.